I broke it.
So today we are doing some suspension upgrades. The plan today is to install the BC coilovers and the bushes. Now the bushes that I've got are the Super Pro bushes. And look, the car's 25 years old and you know, these bushes have probably never been replaced. So I think the best idea is to get them replaced and see how they go. The car is going to be a street car. That's the plan that we've had all along. So it's not going to be specifically a race car or a drag car, or, you know, a circuit car. All I want it to be is a little bit more comfortable on the street, because right now I've got Teen Super Street coilovers. They are rusted, they're leaking, and you can just hear them knocking. Literally feels like it's just hitting straight on the chassis. So that's what we're going to do today. Uncle! Hey! You excited or what? No. This is going to be a really long process.
Long process.
We have to do what? The front end and the rear end as well?
I like the rear end.
What's your opinion on the BC coilovers?
They're made for what? Really good coilovers for the money.
Yeah.
There are better ones, but for street, you can't go past BC.
Yeah.
They're really good. Look, I don't work for BC.
We don't. This is not a commercial. Yep. It's just what we know and what we like. So
yes. Good street suspension.
So this is the whole Super Pro bushing kit. So this is the whole entire Super Pro bushing kit for the Toyota Supra. I sourced this out by Game On Motorsport. If you want to go on their website, they have a link and they can get all the Super Pro bushings that you need. Also even the links as well they can get, and the sway bars as well, the front and rear. So thanks again, James and Alana, for helping me out with that.
Here it's the opposite. 2G is much cheaper. Everyone can deal with, but so tight.
Just got to buy the equipment. That's all we need.
Alright Uncle, so we're putting new seals in the diff. So what's that consist of? Just
the side seals.
Yep.
Which I'm knocking out now. And also the O-ring that sits on the side of it as well. That sits there.
Yep.
So we're gonna get these things that sits in there.
Yep.
And these seals that we're gonna replace. There. This is actually like a shim. It acts for a preload for the bearing. I call them big power. Big power. Easy lubrication on the way in.
Is that billet, mate? Or?
Billet, all billet, mate. Special tool. Gently tap it in. See, when I rotate it, it helps to get it in square. Okay, now get the O-ring. Before we do that, lube.
Uncle, we all talk about the GDRs and the Supras, but that's the real beast there, Uncle.
I can't get over that look, those eyes, those
Disney eyes?
the Disney eyes. See, that's a fit. There you go. Now, to ensure that we line this up correctly, we go brush these bolts, because even high pressure I couldn't get it off.
High pressure?
Yeah, they were stuck on that badly, I can't even get it off. Let's line up right there.
So some of you may not know, but the code for this diff is called the B03B diff, and in the Supra community it is a very rare diff to find, and if you do find one, they're very expensive. So
We decided that the best thing to do is change the seals on it because we did find a few leaks, and obviously because these are such an expensive diff, we're trying to see or make the diff last longer as much as we can. So you don't want to break one of these because they're really, really hard to find. Toyota, bring them back, please. Bring them back.
Alright, let me tap it. If it doesn't come out, then I'll put the pull on it. Alright, I better put the pull on. She's not coming. We're going to do the pinion.
Oh, the pinion.
The pinion seal, yeah. I'm just getting some bolts together so I can pull this thing out.
What happened, Uncle?
She's out. Got it.
Was it really, really tight on, was it?
Yeah. I like it like that though. The tighter the better. Well, that's fine. That looks great.
Alright, Uncle, what's the next step now?
These things.
The bushes, the diff bushes.
Diff bushes. And we're going to have to knock them out. Just going to take our time and knock them out. Yeah, out. There's another one.
Number 2 out. Looks like a little black doodle.
See, you collapse it and it'll come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's 20 years of abuse.
Just give this a bit of a clean. Good as gold, mate.
Yeah.
Like I bought one.
I know they're super pro, but do you know what material they are and what they do? And
Nolathane bushes. Hard, big, hard. They're good for you want a good feel. Yeah. They give you a good feedback. Me personally, I prefer genuine rubber, nice and quiet, low maintenance. I have to pull them out, re-grease them after a while.
But
I'm just lazy, you know what I mean?
But they are very, very expensive.
Yes, they are very, very expensive. Is that? So easy
Is
to
that
put
the
on.
difference?
Yep. That's to put them on. I went through all that trouble to take it off. And look how easy it is to put on. Lube it. If you don't lube it, it's going to be noisy. Right, that's in. It's pressed in. Lube in here as well. Put lube.
Yeah.
Clean your lube. And make sure you get it right in there. Oh, see how it oozes out like that? That means you're doing a good job. Make sure you lube the shaft. Lubricate everything. There you go, shaft lube. Shove it in. Shove it. Like that.
Alright, Uncle, so we've done the diff bushes. So now, what is it, the rear subframe that we're going to do?
Yep, that's right. We're onto these bushes now.
They look like fun.
Yeah, they are fun. They're really hard to cut off because these rubbers are really hard rubber. See what we do? We either cut around there, cut the rub off, and then we chisel to collapse the bush, and then we punch it out.
What does that support, Uncle? The back of the diff?
The back of the diff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we put it back, we've got to put the bolt through the diff, so that way we make sure we line that up with the diff before we pull the bush through. Otherwise, if these holes may not line up, and we don't want that. That's about right. That looks correct. And then you find out they're a little bit smaller. I don't know. There we go. That's the There's the bush right there. There we go. That's one.
Alright, on to number 2.
Number 2, this is the harder one because there's not much there to collapse because there's so much rubber there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very difficult to collapse the bush. You can't hit from here down. You know, you can hit this up in to collapse here, but you need to collapse with half. You're gonna need to cave in half of it before it gives in. You know what I mean? And this is difficult because here and here there's a lot of rubber. So when you push in, it doesn't really want to go in because it's got too much rubber here.
So Courtney's been talking about starting a YouTube channel for herself.
Oh my god.
So what do you guys think?
Don't put that up. What if I decide against it?
Comment down below if you think that she should start her own YouTube channel. What do you reckon, guys?
Maybe.
She's
I could
thinking
teach you
about
guys
it.
how to do stuff.
I tell you what, the way you're sitting, I'm definitely gonna subscribe.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Chow!
So long, gay boy.
Yeah.
Go press it.
Press this one.
Just press it. You see how it's orange?
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
So-
Press it again.
I didn't know that's a button.
Now use the mouse.
Do you think that's a
Look at
button?
this guy.
How is that a button?
Look at this guy, man.
How the hell is that a button? That's just an LED light, right? And that is actually a button.
It's called a capacitive button. You
Mate.
know what that means?
Yeah? That
Yeah.
means don't touch it.
And you tune cars.
Right, I don't tune computers. That's why this guy's here.
Is that all the grime from the axles?
Yep. So I make sure that I clean everything properly. And you can see it around here.
That's
as
all the
well.
clean, yeah. And that's
Go
all
around
grime.
here. You can see the bits
Oh, yeah.
that I've cleaned.
It's about there. This will give me enough to fix it. I say it's about there somewhere. Yeah.
So that's where it's going to sit?
Roughly, because I don't know until I line up the diff. Because you get this a little bit this way, you can't get, the holes won't line up with the diff. So is this side. You know what I mean? So it's just there. So when I put the diff in, I line it up and I put the bolt through the diff, and then I start to pull it in with the bolt, and then it lines up perfectly, you know? Because I don't really know where, if I got it right or not. But it's roughly about there. So you just push that in. There you go. Oop, popped out. There you go. It's about. Oop. Okay, it's about there.
Alright guys, this is where I'm gonna end day 1. Unfortunately I have to go home, got work early in the morning. Uncle's plans for tonight are pretty much just put the diff back in, yeah?
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're gonna get stuck into...
Well, Courtney will do the suspension for you, or the coilovers.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll do that for you, and it depends at what time she finishes that.
Yep.
Then I'll take over and I'll do the bushes for the control arms.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll try and get as much as I can for Project Lynn, but as we know, it's normal life, day-to-day job, gotta do what I gotta do to pay the bills. So let's go to day 2 then. Alright guys, so it is day 2 and we've come back to see Uncle and see Project Lynn, see where they're up to. So Uncle, spill the beans mates. How?
I'm looking at see where Courtney's up to, and she's up to here. And I'm taking over because she's going to pick up Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just having a look at what she's done here.
And what do we have?
Yeah, she's got that in, and that's about it.
So they're the new coilovers.
Yep.
If only they were green. Only they were green.
Mm-hmm.
It would have matched the car. That's the one thing I liked about the teen coilovers.
Because they're green, yeah.
Yep. But no one's really gonna see that. So, any issues, Uncle? Last night, this morning?
No, everything went smoothly. Only issue is him. He kept us busy.
He's grown up so much.
Yeah. The last time we saw him, he was in inside her tummy.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at him now.
Yep.
What a monster.
What type of BC coilover are
These
they?
are BC V1.
Yep.
Yeah, which is also known as red, because there's the gold, which is the BR series. These are the V1 series. These are more suitable for street use.
Yep.
Yeah, so they go from firm to soft, while the BR is more like firm to hard.
Damper settings, ride height adjustment.
Yes. You can tension the spring
Yep.
independently, so the height is independent of the spring tension.
Yep.
Yeah, so because some coilovers you don't get the height and the spring tension is all in one. So when
Yeah.
you raise it, you have to increase the spring tension. So
Well,
with this one, you don't need to.
That was one of the problems that I had with the teen coilovers was my driveway is pretty steep, so we had to raise it a little bit because
Yeah.
of the MVP front lip.
That's right, but it made it really stiff.
But when we adjusted the height, I noticed it was so much more stiff on the
Yeah,
road.
that's
So
right. Yeah, well it's independent, so you can make it soft and you can still raise the height.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Hopefully these are going to be so much more smoother. I know once I put these rims on and these tires with the 40 profile, literally I'm driving like this
Yeah,
on the
but
highway.
you got fewer cushioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a high aspect ratio, you got more cushioning.
So Uncle's noticed when they were doing the coilover install
that the ball joint for the control arm. What were you saying, Uncle, when you move it?
Yeah, well over here, if you move this here and you just feel it, that's kind of easy to move around.
Yep.
Gets over here, it gets tight. It's a little bit tight there, and then when it gets over here, it's easy again.
Okay.
So this tells me that it's got wear on it.
All right.
Yeah, the ball joint has wear.
So I've got the control arm bushes, but Uncle reckons that it's a waste of time really, because there's no point of putting new bushes in if the ball joint is on its way out.
It's on its way out, so I think it's just we'll be wasting time doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, so we're wasting time and money.
What time and money?
Time
yes.
and money. So what Uncle thinks is we should get new control arms.
New
for
control
them.
arms. Yep.
Does that mean that they come with the
They
genuine
come with-
rubbers?
Yes, they come with.
So then there's no point of going. Okay.
So we can just hang those bushes up and just stare at them. Hopefully, if they sit there for long enough, they'll grow hair.
Well, that's one thing we need to address and save up for, I think.
Yeah, well, it's not giving you a problem at the moment, but you can just.
But you
just
can tell
feel
it's
it.
going to come. It's
Yeah.
going to come soon. So there's no
It's
point.
20 years old.
There's no point on putting those bushes in if the ball joints are going to go. And even if we went with used control arms, it's a question mark. We don't know how long they're going to last or in what condition they are in. All right. Well then, leave what's in there. See how long they go for, and try and save up for new control arms. And if we're going to do a control arm, we might as well do all of them.
Woo.
All four.
That's going to be
All four.
expensive. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Race car.
No, it's resto. It's more of a restoration, if anything. So, all right.
What?
It is what it is. See, you always find something else.
Always
But
find something.
you know, we've had a lot of people go, "You're spending money on all this crap. Just upgrade your turbo or go single." But I'm telling you now, I'd rather get all this addressed first before we start making power. It doesn't make sense to me.
Power always makes sense to me.
No.
Power.
Just make it functional and make sure that it's going to last, is what I say.
It's a Supra. Of course it's going to last.
Just because it has a 2J and a get
Wait,
rag.
anything with a 2J is going to last.
Here we go.
Alright, so I've purchased some Supra decals for the brake calipers. I know that when we got these painted, I actually was supposed to put these on ages ago. I think these are going to look really, really good, especially when the black Enkies are on. Minor things that will make it look nice. And 50 horsepower extra, yeah, Uncle?
Oh, 50. 50, a bit much. I reckon about 48.
Usually what you do is you'd put the stickers on, and then what is it? You put a coat over it, Uncle?
Yeah, what we do is after we paint it, we put the sticker on.
Yeah.
And then we clear coat the whole thing with the sticker behind the clear coat, and it stays on.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so the water can't get under the sticker and lift.
if I ever do these calipers again, and the brakes are all faded and everything, I'll just get some new stickers done, and then I'll get that clear coated. But I reckon that's gonna look really sick. What do you reckon, Uncle? Do you reckon he's gonna be a Skyline man or a Superman? Oh, yep, he's a Superman. See, if I was to put these on, I would have been like, nah, slap them on, and then that's it. It's done.
You got to
Not
get
Uncle.
on straight. Next thing you know, you got upside down. There you go. See, if you do this, see, you position where you want it.
Yep.
Yep. So then when you do this, when you put it on, you just have to line this up like that, and you know you got it right on. See?
What's that? What does the motorbike make? And the Skyline? What does the Skyline do?
Kaboom!
So Mummy and Daddy have been saying that you've been watching my videos, yeah?
Yeah, on the iPad. I'm trying to fill it all
You watch them on the iPad, do you?
Yes, me, please.
Jackson's been watching all the videos that I've been posting up, especially when Courtney and Peyton are on there. Peyton. I'm going to call you Peyton for now on, Uncle. And he's been going... What do you call him? Peyton.
Uncle, let's break the internet. K24 in a Supra. Hey,
That's going to cause a riot.
Hey, they've done a 3S in a Supra, so...
Yes, why not?
V-mount.
Wait, I'll mount it however you want it.
Well, there's a lot of K24 conversions going in S13s and that. There's I think there's one...
MR2s, everybody's putting K20s in everything.
Just waiting for a Skyline to be on.
Oh no, that won't happen.
All-wheel drive.
Nah. Nah, that ain't happening. No. Now you've gone too far.
You got to get used to the camera, right? If you want to start your own YouTube channel, okay?
God.
All right, if you want to start your own YouTube channel, this is not Courtney's first time installing coilovers. She's done it many times.
Including my own.
So she's very familiar with the BC coilovers. She has them in her S15 Sylvia. She swears by it, as Uncle does as well. So yeah, it should be a nice...
I got it.
It should be a quick and easy install, yes?
Yeah. I'm just putting on some copper spray.
And is that to just prevent rust or...?
Just to prevent them from seizing up. So, you know, if you ever wanted to take it apart or anything, it's not going to be hard to take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it does happen quite often. But this ring, you don't move it, you keep it exactly where it is.
Yep.
Because the manufacturers put it there for a reason. Most people just decide to put it straight in and they don't think to lubricate it, but lube is always good.
No, lube's bad. Because with lube, you don't feel as big.
Old versus new.
Shout out to Just Jap. I got these through them and they actually had them in stock. Yeah, they went the extra mile and made sure I got them on time really quickly. So thanks, boys. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to give it a bit of a zap. we go. It's just to make sure that it's all nice and tight. That's tightened and that one is ready to go.
Ah, that's the joys of being a mother. Look how ugly that is. So you're saying that we need to get the grinder and cut there, and then over there near the brake lines, and we should be all good to go.
Yeah, just cut it right here.
Where?
Right here. Just snip it.
So while we're going to be doing the other coilovers, Uncle's going to jump on the computer.
Yep, I've got some programming to do with this link ECU, and hopefully I'll get this thing done today as well.
Yep. So you'll be checking for cold start.
Yes, cold start. So it's on ED5. I don't know what it's going to start like. It's been sitting here for all day, all morning. Let's have a listen. Let's see what it sounds like. See, still a bit of struggle. That's what I got to work on. Hard to start on the E85, but you want it started like it's on 98 and it starts like standard. That's what you want, like a stock car, like that. See, that's what you want.
There's only way to do a cold start, and it's got to be cold, so you got to let it sit there overnight.
That's
and
right.
you only got a limited time to do that.
Yeah, once it's gone, you only got a couple of seconds.
So Uncle, you said that you raised it a little bit higher than what I had it at, just so it can settle. Is that yep?
Well, I don't know yet. Once we put it down, then we'll see how high this actually is, and then we're gonna play around with it tomorrow to get the right height.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're not done yet.
It's like a four-wheel drive.
Yep. Calculate. What we do is, once we'll roll off the hoist, roll it back on.
Yep.
Where it sits, we see how the distance here.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we work out how lower we want it. Yeah, and then we subtract that with the coilover, the height of the coilover, and that'll get us where we want it.
Birthday boy.
Hello.
Happy birthday, Uncle.
Hello, Uncle. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Just some
need
chocolate.
Uncle, I'm gonna get fat.
We
What are you
need
trying
some.
to do?
You need
I'm
some
gonna be fat.
50-50 weight distribution, dude.
But you gotta do more than 50-50 for me. Well, thank you, Uncle.
That's.
Oh, that's my
for-
colouring book?
No, that's for the kids.
Let's put on speaker. Oh,
Wife on the phone, huh?
yeah, she's always on. Yeah, you know the usual. Let's put my headphone back in.
Oh, look at you stepping up, mate. Drive shaft.
Yeah, the drive shaft.
Yeah.
When you hold one end,
Yeah.
and you turn the other end, there's a lot of movement. So that's why you're getting the clack, 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 clack.
Is that?
You know how it feels loose and knocky?
Yeah.
That's where all the joints. So just you can buy a new drive shaft. Fix
Yeah.
like Stephen had the same thing.
Yeah.
Put a new drive shaft, solved the problem.
All right.
The joint on the drive shaft.
So is it a brand new drive shaft
Brand new.
from Toyota?
Yep.
Is it $1 million?
Yeah, it's $1 million.
Ah, okay.
So you don't have to put it. Just
That's a peace of mind to know.
Yeah, well, it's nothing serious because as it gets old, you know, you got a little bit of free play.
Yeah.
All the joints. That's what it is. I took her for a run.
How
I
is it?
tuned the suspension. That's all right. She's good. She likes going sideways.
Did you give it? Please tell me you gave it a squirt.
No, I didn't. Why?
At all? Nothing.
No, I did. That's not my job. My job is to test the suspension. You ask me, can you test how it goes sideways? And I'll test it how it goes sideways.
Nothing.
Why would I drive a slower car? Yeah, so you can drive it, test drive, see how it feels, because I've tuned it to say compromise with handling and comfort.
Yep.
Yeah, and you tell me how you like it. Yeah, and if you need me to adjust something, say if you tell me, oh yeah, I want it a little bit this way, a little
bit more firmer or something.
Yeah, and then I can adjust it before I put the covers back in.
Oh!
Alignment's done, everything's done.
Steering wheel's into.
Yep, new seals in.
Oh, yes.
Right, so she put all your seals in and everything for you.
Nice. Nice. Slowly getting there, Uncle.
So,
Slowly. Slowly.
Yeah. A couple of people that come and ask and say, oh, hey, I know that car. What's he here for? I don't know. You just got to follow him.
You guess what you, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're in for. And then he saw some parts. And he goes, oh, yeah, I know what he's in for.
Some of you might think it looks clean, but I'm telling you, you will be very disappointed how dirty it is. We had a big storm about a couple of weeks ago. No, last week. So I'll give it a wash soon. Oh, I've got a new steering wheel. It feels so good.
How you go with the suspension? If you need me to make any changes, let me know.
Make it stiffer.
Yeah, it should be just right. It's a compromise.
My ass will do the reviewing.
Alex will do the reviewing.
Yes.
She'll let you know if it's bad.
Skids!
4 days.
4 days. Oh, this is a really bad spot to be in right now. Thanks, Uncle. So, Uncle and I have decided that we are not going to do the whole bushing kit. We decided that if it's not broken, don't fix it. And doing the whole kit is it's going to take a long time, and labor is going to cost a lot. And I don't know, when I got here today, I just got this gut feeling, and I just thought, because Uncle did say that you'll feel much more vibration, but it depends, each to their own, what they like. I was happy the way the car drove before. Obviously the coilovers was the biggest issue, so we've decided we'll do the coilovers, and if I'm happy the way it is, then don't do it. Maybe down the track, if they do get broken or they're cracked or leaking, whatever, then we might replace them. So I know some of you might say, why don't you do them? They're really good. I have them on my car, whatever. But the way I see it is, it's going to take a very long time to do them. The labor involved is a lot. That's money that I could put somewhere else for now. So
yeah. Single.
We don't even know yet.
Big single.
We don't even know yet. That's for another episode.